beautifully.
Beautiful ball, terrible keeping. It's such a great ball. See Shalani, straight through the legs, nutmeg.
We just can't afford to do that. You've got Australia on the back foot. You can't give easy runs away. But Benny on the boundary. Easy catch, under it, controls.
What's Essam Khan doing? Pickpocketing his teammate. He was just talking him through the catch. Eyes on the ball.
He spent a bit of time in Ireland, I think.
I'm gonna let that one slide to the keeper, Bradley Hawk. I'm gonna let that one go to the keeper because I think that was a bit of a chirp at the Irish there for being, well, less than honest, shall we say. No timing. Should get the gap, gets a boundary.
Beautiful shot by Ross, but Seven, seriously, massages. You're only bowling 6 balls per game.
Yeah, but you got a bat as well, at the field.
You're only facing 12 balls to get your 50.
Well, sore muscles that need repairing after a heavy night.
Well, what muscle needs repairing after a heavy night?
The lower limbs, let's just say that. Nice timing, beautifully played through the offside by Alex Ross, brings up the 50.
But Hong Kong have to be switched on here because if they get one more wicket, it's pressure on Australia because the 2 batsmen to come in aren't regular batsmen. They're more renowned for their bowling. So this is a big moment for Hong Kong cricket here in this tournament.
Lovely use of the wrist. 20 off the over. 3 done. 57 without loss. Now, the interesting game at 2:55 local time, England versus Oman. We've got Saman Patel alongside, just getting his eye in for that one. And if you win that one, you should get to the most likely the ball final. That would be a little bit of a plus point to finish.
Absolutely, yeah. Come here to try and win it. Unfortunately, we can't do it. But yeah, winning is quite important. There's got a lot of pride. Hopefully it should be a bit of fun against them.
Oman.
It's not your first time at this tournament. That's a boundary. Another misfield. You were here in 2017, is that right?
Yeah, I was here at 17 with the MCC side. I played against some other nations, and then it stopped for some reason. And then I came to play the Hong Kong Blitz, which is a franchise tournament in 2018.
Great. It's a great tournament. Well hosted. Oh. Well, I think that was a dropped opportunity from Ehsan Khan off his own bowling. You'll know Salmon as a spinner, never easy in your follow-through.
No, it's not. Especially when the guys hit it so hard these days, but you've got to be switched on.
Beg your pardon, into the ground. Oh, that's six. It's muscle. There's no real timing, but Christian is such a clean striker. Actually, you know from your Nottinghamshire days.
Yeah, DC played a lot of cricket against Elbin. Had 7 years at Tunbridge. Great player. Been around the block. Played a lot of franchise cricket all over the world. He's a good fella.
So you've played the Hong Kong Sixers for two different teams, England and the MCC. So you've played for about 52 teams in your career.
I've got a few shirts, let's say, not.
That's belted down the bit. Are you, in all seriousness, are you someone that keeps the memorabilia, all the shirts, the jerseys, the helmets?
No, I don't. I try and keep the shirts. I don't keep the other stuff.
Oh, Warwickshire helmets. Well, have you got news for the millions of people watching? Have you left Derby and joined Warwickshire? I'm just bring a helmet and that's a borrow. 6 finish. Simon, thank you. Great to see you. Wonderful commentary. 76-2. South Africa versus Pakistan, New Zealand up against India, and then England versus Oman. It's South Africa versus Pakistan. That's coming up next. That's probably going to be the pick or the game of the tournament so far. Yeah, it should be a cracker. Two brilliant sides.
Varied bowling attacks,
Plenty of power with about two very good fielding sides.
The only thing for South Africa, they haven't been put under pressure as much as Pakistan. They beat New Zealand very easily, so that's probably going to play in Pakistan's favour.
Slow ball, absolutely dealt with flat. It wouldn't have been more than 15 foot all the way into the side screen.
Well, that was like a one-wood drive for Dan Christian. It was that slow. It was like sitting up on a tee. Easy pickings for the man of Dan Christian's calibre.
Back of the hand slower ball from Sahal. Dan Christian, captain, 40 off 12. 3 4s, 4 6s. Make that 3 4s, 5 6s.
Well, this could be a big over for Australia. The only issue is that Christian is coming to his 50 and he will have to retire if he gets that 50. Then all of a sudden he's got a batter coming in that's not a regular batter. So Australia might need to see Ross face the final 2 balls if they can of this over.
Belted, absolutely smashed, great fielding. Captain himself, Nizakat Khan in the deep. Positioned right behind the umpire. A fielding position sometimes you see. Karen Pollard, right behind the umpire. Alex Ross, well fielded. That's really good. Gets the Yorker in. Ross could do nothing. And Dot at this stage is gold.
Well, the dot at this stage is gold, but the thing here is that Alex Ross is only on 25, so if he can face the majority of balls finishing it off, he can get Australia to a big score. You'd be expecting him trying to hit boundaries here. Good bowling.
It's not a bad ball, but Ross was advancing. And because of the fielder's position straight, you can see he's disappointed because he feels he should have hit that for 6. Such is the expectancy of these batters.
That was a very good ball from Sahal, and you are going to have good balls that go to the boundary in this tournament.
17 off the over. 6
slow ball. It's a top edge, but there's only a ball boy. There's no field there. 6 to finish, 23 off the fifth, 99 for 2. Off that fifth over with that 6. They needed that 6. 99 for 2, Australia. Dan Christian of 47. Isikat Khan to bowl the 6. That's going to be 50 off you, Dan Christian, off you, Tom. 53 off 15 with 6 sixes. Captain stepped up when he needed. Came out after one ball of the innings.
So far. And skipper. Doing the job for Australia yet again.
105 for 2. James Patterson. Left-hander. Powerfully built back in the side. After having a rest this morning. 5 balls left here for Isikat Khan to try and eke out a couple of dots. 105 to 2. Australia eyeing up at the at least 120, 125. Little leg break gone! Team Cat steps up. Meow!
How good is it to have a player retire after making 50? And the new batsman comes in, has to swing from the bootlaces from ball 1. Can't connect. Good length delivery, but the line was good as well, making it difficult for Patterson to swing through the line. It's a big wicket. Australia 105 for 3.
The last over of the first quarter-final, and I tell you what, it's hard to know who's on top right now. Mohammad Ahmed. He's found another pair of pads. Went 3 minutes ago, he had a pair of white pads on in the dugout. Isikat Khan, the captain, playing for a second 6 in the over. Bit too much width. For a moment, I thought the man of the team was in business.
This is very easy for Australia. Last batsman in, not renowned for his batting, but connects well there.
Useful runs. Very useful. Alex Ross at the non-strikers in. Alex Ross assists. Thomas, you stay down there. You're seeing it like a beach ball on Bondi Beach in the height of summer.
Mohammad Ahmed's got an easier ball than that.
This is good for Australia. 1-1. Alex Ross has got 2 balls to finish off this innings.
It might be Conislow Beach, where you're from, or Scarborough Beach. Which is your favourite beach in WA?
Well, my favourite beach is down in Mandurah, and that's the top edge. I like to go surfing there, and that's probably going over the top of the wave. You don't want to get caught on the top of the wave. You get seriously dumped, which I have been a couple of times.
Hey, we've all been dumped in our life. You got to watch out for those great white sharks in WA. Well, that's hockey. That's a hockey shot. There's a hockey sweep at the Hong Kong Sixers, and Australia have mustered 129 for 3, and there was 30 off the last over. Brilliant from Australia, who lost the toss and were inserted in the first quarter final. 129 for 3. Dan Christian led the charge with a brilliant 50. on, Australia lost a wicket. The first ball of the innings. Great catch in the deep by Imran Arif off Benny. And Dan Christian, the captain, as he often does, stands up 53, his second half century of this tournament. Alex Ross, 45 from 12, but actually Bawa, 12 off 2, very useful. This was a bit of everything. Dan Christian, as always, stepping up.
The thing I like about Dan Christian's innings is early on he looked for the boundary along the ground, got those 2 boundaries, and all of a sudden started to look aerial. But he's always looking to hit straight, and just the power. That's why he's been so successful in his T20 career. Able to pick up the slow balls and the quicker balls as well. Tough skill, very good innings from Christian. But there's the bowling, Benny up front, getting the early wicket first ball, and then going for 19. Esham bowled his 2 overs with his off-spin, Imran Sahal and Izakat. Fairly economical, all of them.
Can Hong Kong get 130 runs and get to the semi-final of the Hong Kong Sixers? Huge games. South Africa against Pakistan. Quarterfinal number 2. A little while ago, Dominic Cork was downstairs with the captains and the toss.
Time for the toss, quarter-final 2, and the home captain, John Smith of South Africa, Fahim Ashraf of Pakistan, of course. The match referee has done an excellent job in this 1.5 days. It's Mr. Gandhi, right. Going to John Smith. Fahim Ashraf and Pakistan call heads. So it's South Africa who win the toss. John, what are you going to do first and why?
We're going to have a bowl again. So far it's been a winning formula for us, so hopefully that continues.
Yeah, 2 excellent wins yesterday, but you're up against the mighty Pakistan. What are the plans today?
Yeah, look, they're a strong side. They've been unbelievable so far in this tournament, so hopefully we can execute our plans and come out on top.
Any change in your team?
One change from our last game, Aubrey back in for Don.
Good luck, stay there. You've lost the toss. What would you have done first?
If we win the toss, we will bowl first, but now we have a batting, so we'll try our best.
2 wins for you today, and a little win against India must have pleased you.
Yeah, that game is very crucial for both of us, but Pakistan won the match. That is a good sign for us. So
And going into this game, quarter-final, these are a decent team as well, South Africa.
yeah, South Africa is a good team. They played very good cricket yesterday. So, but we are also a good team, and hope for the best. We played a good cricket.
Any changes to your team?
No, we have a same team.
Good luck. So the news from the side, quarter-final 2 is South Africa win. They're going to have a bowl first.
Relax, Dominic. Take it easy. We've still got a day and a half work. Now, JJ Smuts won the toss, bowl first. Obrey Swanepoel back into the side. Pakistan, Fahim Ashraf, the captain. Yes, you're right. He said, we've got a good side too. That is a cracking team, Pakistan. Asif Ali's had a wonderful tournament so far. Oh, I tell you what, quarter-final number 2. Can't wait for quarter-final number 2. But first, we've got the run chase. Quarter-final number 1. Surrenders alongside us. You've had a good afternoon. You're refreshed after your rest. What about this chase?
Well, if Australia put on 129 on the board, clearly are ahead in this game, but their opponents Hong Kong will have to put a historic chase in this edition for sure, because the best chase that we've seen so far is that Pakistan game where they managed to beat India. The winners of this game will meet the winners of South Africa and Pakistan. We've got a chase on our hands, mind you.
Okay, how do Hong Kong go about getting themselves in the semi-final?
Well, just pick the bowlers that they want to attack. They know that Pattinson's going to be bowling 2 overs, so if they can get around about 30 of those 2 overs, actually, and then attack the others, they should be able to get there. But they're going to be really relying on Izakat Khan, who's got a 45 and 62 throughout this tournament. That was against South Africa, the 45. That was a brilliant innings. And Sahal's got a 51 against New Zealand as well. So they're very handy in the batting department. It's not going to be easy for Australia.
We have seen Jack Wood bowl a couple of overs with his left arm wrist spin. Pattinson, James Pattinson, who is still fast and aggressive, not shy of bowling a bumper. This will be difficult for Izakat and Zishan up top. Here we go, it's the run chase of the first quarter-final. Start as you mean to go on, Nizakat.
That is a big start for Hong Kong. Nishan dominating Pattinson, and you don't see that too often. Pattinson getting hit 6 off the first ball of his spell.
Yeah, beg your pardon, Zishan. Thought it was Nizakat can, but much for muchness really if you're a Hong Kong fan.
Contrasting starts. Australia had lost a wicket on the first delivery. Hong Kong start off with a bang, with a 6.
Good, excellent length. I like that. You often hear commentators say, hit a length, hit a hard length, but that's what they mean. That's 6 metre. Smash that length when you've got a bit of extra pace like Pattinson.
Just on the move, moving away is Zishan there. You've got to still get in a still position, even when you move.
That's going to be a while. Well, that was an interesting stat we just saw there. 38% of James Pattinson's international wickets were bowled or LBW. And so for a fast bowler, actually, he's not nicking off. He's not getting them caught behind. He's attacking the pegs.
Wasn't there a series with India? And you got the likes of Virendra Sehwag out. Rahul Dravid was also one of his victims. That's up in the air. And it's going out of the ground. 6 runs. 2 sixes in the over.
Well, Brad, I reckon if you're an Australian fan, even with the runs on the board, the way today's games have gone with the, I don't like the word underdog, but the sides that were less fancy potentially have come up trumps. So there is a little bit of a trend happening today if you're Australian. Slow ball. You mentioned targeting a bowler for Hong Kong. So who should they try and target? Which bowler do they need to take that 30-run over off?
Well, the guy that's been bowling 2 overs each game would. I'd be trying to target him. Hazlitt bowled 6 Yorkers last innings. 1 was over pitch, but executed it well.
So Wood would be the one that I'd be targeting at the moment because he's probably been the most consistent with his line and length, so he's going to give you some hittable balls. If you can put him under pressure early, all of a sudden Dan Christian's got to think about what other options and when he's going to use those other options.
It's a good start here from Pattinson, just 14 off it. If he can squeeze this ball for a single or a dot, it's a win. Another short ball. Trying to overhit that. Nizakat should have just used the pace. First over, Dublin checks 14 with that loss. Well, some big battles on the way for you. South Africa versus Pakistan will be coming very soon, but first, Australia trying to defend their total against Hong Kong. Sri Lanka against Nepal there in the bottom left corner. That's going to be a beauty. Well, left arm finger spin, and that is absolutely dealt with. Sam Easley into the attack, going for his trusted Yorker hockey, batter advancing, outsmarted the bowler.
The last 2 balls he's bowled today have been that full toss, looking for that Yorker, and he's been punished both times. Remember the last ball he bowled against Oman went for 6 as well.
Does have the best strike rate, Zishan Ali, of any player to play for Hong Kong in T20Is. He strikes at 140 minimum 20 innings, so it's a decent template. So striking at 140 in T20 international cricket over a prolonged period of time is a fine effort. Now there's a chance for Dan Christian right in front of us, and he does very well, because there's a moment there, Brad Hobbs, that he thinks, I can catch this. Then he realises it's not going to, and he just, almost like rugby style, just smothers it.
No, he's done extremely well then.
pace here, so then Hong Kong trying to overhit the ball potentially.
As far as the sixes are concerned, just having this conversation during that over break. 2 sixes per over should do the job, but after that 6, they haven't recovered well. They've only dealt in singles, and that run rate is climbing up. That might be a good start. Start hitting your boundaries.
I think the other thing that they're looking at is trying to hit too many sixes rather than think, right, where's the field? Let's go to the sweep shot and find the fours. 6 fours is 24 off the over.
Well, didn't sound great. It's gone right over our head. 6 to finish the second. They needed that Hong Kong. 33 without loss. Well, lovely hit. Advancing. Nizakat Khan. 33 without loss. Well, some Sri Lanka fans in the house. They'll be playing Nepal later on in the quarterfinal. That should be a beautiful game. A ripper of a game. I'll tell you what, Nepal. This ground later will be absolutely bouncing with Nepalese fans. Wood with his left arm wrist spin. Bubble. What's going through the left arm wrist spinner's mind here, Brad Hogg? Trickle, trickle, trickle. Oh, a little bit of lawn bowls. So close to the jack.
Great bit of work there by Mahmoud Ahmed. Not to kick it into the rope. But I'd like the keeper up to the stumps.
Dropped by the ball boy. It was flat. Nizakat Khan, he just loved hitting sixes.
That's just a beautiful shot. Good length. Not too bad a ball, but there's space out there. Next excellence of Nizakat.
Very well bowled. Took pace right out. Sucked the pace out of the ball there. Nizakat Khan, you feel he is the trump card. He's been in great form, Nizakat Khan, the captain of Hong Kong. Ishan, we know has got power, but Nizakat Khan has all the experience in the world. It's very well bowled, Brad Hogg.
Well, against Ishan, he's shown what he wants to do to the spinner, and that's charge down the ground. I'd like the keeper up to try and keep him back in his crease.
Zakir Khan got 192 runs in the previous edition of Hong Kong Sixes. They need so many more from him. Zishan hits a 6 for fine leg. It's flying everywhere here in Hong Kong.
319 sixes. 319 sixes halfway through day 2. What a wonderful shot. A little flip. A little flip 6. 209 sixes yesterday. All of a sudden, 49 without loss. They can stick this one over the ropes. 55 at the halfway point. They'll be in the game. Oh, sweet shot. 50 comes up. Almost apparently is a bit of an anticlimax. 53 without loss.
Hitters, guys who have played the T20 format for their countries, but it's Vinayak Shukla and Nizakat Khan who are amongst the top run getters. Nizakat 192 in the last edition, and he's already got 130 of them. So we've got Fawad now with his spin.
Flat. in the gap. Good enough. But Nizikat. Right, Hoggy, halfway through the chase. Which camp would you rather be in right now?
I'd still rather be in Australia's camp at the moment. You've still got Dan Christian and Pattinson to bowl the final overs for Australia, and that's going to be tough for Hong Kong.
That's not tough. That's six. That's one of the best six of the day. Right over the side screen. A beautiful, clean, sweet. Oh, my man, my brother.
Oh, these sixes raining in Hong Kong. And Zishan just reaches out to that ball, smacks it right down between long on and long off. That's another one. That's a thump. Right on the sheds of the combos.
Doing the toss of the coin yesterday, there was a ball interrupting the toss when I had Dan Christian next to me, and he caught that one, and that's just in our clock box. Dan Christian is right in front. He's had enough of the commentary, I think.
In Australia, we're 63 for 2. Hong Kong 69 without loss. Another one! Another Dorothy! A Dorothy Dix!
That's the longest six of them all because it had the elevation. And this over from Pavard. 22 have already come off it. 2 more deliveries to go. And Nisarga is on fire. He finished big. That's the 4th six. Consecutive sixes for Nisarga. 4, 6, 6, 6, 6. 28.
Those sixes in the tournament now for Nizikat Khan, the captain of Hong Kong.
I think forward should leave the bounces to Pattinson.
45 off 11. Have you got enough? Have you got enough? Into the boundary cushion. What's the umpire going to say? Nizikat's walking off. He thinks he's got another 6. He thinks he's got a 50. His partner thinks he's got a 50. We're just going to get clarification. It looks like another into that boundary cushion on the full. That'll be a 6. That'll be his 5th 6 in a row. 34 off the over. 51 for Nizikat off 12 balls. He has to walk off. Hong Kong are motoring. 87 retired out. 87 without loss.
Make or break over. James Pattinson is back for his second over. Oh, it's Dan Christian into the attack. 43 of 12. Hong Kong ahead of Australia at this stage of the game.
In the slowness out of the ground. Zishan, he loses Nizikat. I'll take over.
Superb, brilliant. Talks about the best shot of the tournament. Doesn't get much better than that. Straight as a die.
Australia on the ropes here. They're getting battered. 6 sixes in a row. Oh, it could have been. 37, 36 now and 10. Australia at the same stage are 88 for 2. So not many runs in it. Oh, what about this last over? Oh, my word. Calm down, Mark, calm down.
I'm a little bit nervous, but Sahal, they got a 50 against New Zealand the other day as well. Yes.
No timing. Sliced. It's going to fall into no man's. That previous over, Brad Hogg. Oh, my God. Talk us through. I need a break.
Forward, just looking to just slow things down, hit that line and length. But it was just good batting, just a little bit too much room, allowing the batsman through the line. Nizikat Khan, that's some of the best hitting that you will see in the sixes competition. That shot over cover, brilliant.
Tucked leg side, his toe of the bat, there is protection, and all of a sudden 3 singles of the last 3 balls is massive. Niziga Khan, incredible. Runs, brilliant, but most important, the 6 is hit, 19, most of any batter, and the strike rate, 3-4-3. So he's producing lots of runs at an alarmingly good rate and hitting a lot of 6s. Gets plenty of it. They needed it. 3 singles before that ball. They were desperate for a boundary. They got one.
I think if Pattinson bowls the last over, they need to get it down to 22 off that last over. Need another lusty blow right now. Sahal, he's the man for the job.
Take 2 deliveries. 6. He's on the other end has 42. He's at 5 sixes. That's going to go to the boundary. Not a 6. 4 for sure. And the final over Hong Kong. Hitting 24, 106 on the board.
To win for Hong Kong, it's the first quarter final. Both sides have hit 13 sixes, by the way, which might come into the equation. Top ball, left arm wrist spin. Such a brave decision, but maybe that one dot, Bradhart, justifies it.
It was good bowling, just changing the pace. Batsman want to play across the line rather than hit down the ground. 6. It's an amazing previous ball, top ball. Okay, that's probably going to get us over the line. The second ball into the top tier.
Well, the difference between this shot and the one before is he flipped his head down on the ball longer. The one before, he took his head off.
It's over 7-3, 17 to win in 3 balls.
Well, that's smart batting actually because he gave the one away so that the other batter who's not going to...
Smith and Alan Lamb. Watch little clips of them, cuts, pulls. Yeah, I saw Lega on Saturday, Lega Lamb. I saw him in my local coffee shop.
What a player, what a man player. I know he's been through a little bit of problems. I hope he's okay and getting better.
What a shot. Typical South Africa, picking up on length really quickly and smashed out of the ground.